Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel dedicated to you, the trader. We want you to be successful in the markets. So guys, I'm going to give you some gold every day. I'm going to let you know which currency pairs I'm looking to trade and which direction. And I'm also going to let you know which news that you must be aware of. So let's take a look at the chart and what I'm potentially going to trade today.
Morning traders, how are you? How did your trading go yesterday? Please leave a comment and let us know. Today is Tuesday the 24th of May, and as always guys, we'll do a recap of yesterday's trades, we'll look at today's potential trades, and we'll look at the important news for today as well. Okay, so let's start with the recap. So yesterday we had 3 potential trades. And the first one is this. This is the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. We were trying to short this market for these reasons. Yeah, so price was in an uptrend, okay, but then it came back down, created a low, created lower highs, created lower lows, and then it created another lower high. All right, and for the last few days we had a very bearish candle, and we had 2 wicks that were rejecting our grey zone. All right, so the idea was just to bring this down to this blue line or even this blue line. Okay, and we had this diagonal resistance level as well, guys. All right, so for all these reasons we were looking to short this market. Let's look at H1 for execution. So guys, yeah, we had a couple of grey zones, and to be honest with you guys, by the time price got up to our grey zone here, I was not trading. Okay, so yeah, for us to have a trade, guys, we were looking for price to come to this grey zone, and then we need to see a candle that tells us that sellers are in control. And this candle here, yeah, that definitely tells us that. Okay, so I didn't enter on this trade because I wasn't trading at this point, but you could have entered on this candle, yeah, close of this candle, put your stop above this high, and look to take price, you know, just back down to these lows here. Okay, so if you are in this trade, guys, let me know. Maybe you're on a slightly different time zone from myself, so maybe you got in this trade. All right, let me know if you did. But yeah, entering on that candle would be a perfectly reasonable trade. Okay, so yeah, take it back down to here and then leave 20% to run to our higher time frame targets. Okay guys, so that was the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. I didn't have a trade, but you could have traded off of that red candle there, this one here. Okay, next pair is this is the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay, and we were trying to short this market. So price was in an uptrend, higher lows, higher highs, but then price came crashing down and broke these lows here. Okay, so now we have lower lows, which tells me price is in a downward structure. Then we had, yeah, this large candle here, large bearish candle here, which tells me sellers are in control. And then we also had this green candle that just still confirmed that sellers are in control. Buyers have not taken this market back. And all we were trying to do, guys, was from one of our grey zones is take it back down to this blue line here. And as you can see, guys, that's exactly what happened. Okay, but could we get in on the trade? Well, let's have a look on the H1. So on the H1, guys, we did have a chance to get in. All right, there was a few opportunities. Okay, I wasn't awake for this candle, yeah, this one here, but you could have done. But this was at like 1 o'clock GMT, but that would have been a perfectly reasonable entry candle. Yeah, enter at the close, put your stop, probably put my stop above here, and then just take price back down to these lows, and then leave some money to run down to these lows. Okay, so that would have been a perfectly good entry candle. Maybe you took it from this candle, please let us know. I didn't, because like I say, guys, I don't start trading till the European and London Open. So I had an opportunity, but it was this candle. Okay, this candle here was my entry candle. Okay, so price had come off of this grey zone. This large red candle told me sellers were in control. Because of the size of this candle, I couldn't take it back down to these lows here. Yeah, because my risk to reward wouldn't make sense. I got a slight retrace on here. Okay, so I entered here. I put my stop above here, and I took 100% of the trade down to the blue line. All right. Yeah, and that gave me a little bit over a risk to reward of 1:1. Okay, but a good trade, guys. Yeah, came down and hit our blue line pretty quickly, really. Okay, so yeah, that was a successful trade. Maybe you got in on this candle or a previous candle, guys. But yeah, both of those candles made sense and we hit target. All right, but for me, I couldn't close 80% of the trade at the last lows, so I let 100% run down to the blue line. Okay, third trade idea from yesterday was this. This was the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. Okay, so reasons for shorting this market. Let me expand this grey zone so you can see that red candle better. All right, so price was in an uptrend. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows. Didn't create a higher high. Okay, then price come crashing down, broke this low here. Then it created a lower high, yeah, from this high here. Okay, and then price eventually broke these lows as well. Okay, so we've got lower highs, lower lows, a downward structure. And then, okay, let me get rid of this. At these last lows here, as I've explained before, guys, this pattern is very common in the market. We had this red doji candle, yeah, with a large enough wick that bounced off of that, what was once support, now resistance. So the idea was just to take price down to this blue line or even this blue line here, guys. Okay, as you can see, yeah, price had other ideas. We got a large bullish candle instead. But let's look at the H1 to see if we could get in on this trade. And to this, guys, this just shows us the importance of waiting for a candlestick pattern or something, a candle that tells us that sellers are in control. I cannot express to you how important that is because it keeps us out of trouble. Yeah. So yeah, by the time I woke up was around here. Okay, we had this red candle. Sellers are not in control. We had this red candle. Sellers are not in control. And then price leaves our grey zone. And it never comes back into our grey zone. All right. So by not having a candlestick pattern, it has kept me out of trouble. Because as you know, I was looking to short this pair. So I simply didn't have a trade on this currency pair. And thank God I didn't. Yeah, it didn't go in the direction that we wanted. Okay, guys. So yeah, they're the three trade ideas from yesterday. I hope you had some successful trades on maybe the CAD yen or CAD Swiss franc. Please let me know. Let's take a look at today's potential trades now, guys. Guys, if you enjoyed yesterday's recap, then smash the like button. Yeah, help support the channel, and also subscribe to the channel, guys, and smash the notification button. That way you'll receive this daily analysis every single morning. Right, so trades for today, for Tuesday the 24th of May, we have got 5 potential trades. Let's get started. The first one is this. This is the euro against the US dollar. Okay, so we are looking to buy this market. So as you can see, price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then price has shot up and broke this last low here, this lower high, sorry. Broke this lower high. So now we have higher highs. Okay. And we had this very bullish daily candle form yesterday. Okay, so The idea is just to take price back up to this blue line, yeah, which corresponds with these lows over here. Okay, guys, so we're looking to buy this market. Let's look at H1 for execution. Okay, so a couple of things here, guys, right? So price in an ideal world will retrace into this grey zone because this will give us excellent value. Yeah, we're getting in at a cheap price. Okay, then we want to see a bullish candlestick pattern form. That's always our trigger to enter. We enter the trade, we can take price back up to these last highs here, close 80% of the trade, and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys, so that's the first idea. Because the daily candle is quite, well, very bullish, yeah, what also could happen is price maybe just comes back to this low here, okay, and just retraces to here, and then we see a bullish candlestick pattern form. Okay, it may not come back all the way to here. Okay, so if that happens, it's a little bit more aggressive, but I would be willing to take that trade. Yeah, so price could retrace just to here. We still look for a bullish candlestick pattern, take price back up to here, and then leave 20% to run up to our higher time frame. Okay, so Euro US dollar, we're looking to buy this market. Next trade is this. This is the euro against the pound. All right, so we're looking to buy this market. So price was in a downtrend, yeah, lower lows, lower highs, but then bang, we had this reaction, broke this high, okay, came down, created a new higher low, higher high, higher low, and the idea is to take price back up to eventually this last high here. Okay, so it's in an uptrend, and if I zoom in a little bit, and we had this bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, yeah, engulfed the red candle before it. So this tells me buyers have taken control of this market, and all we want to do, guys, is take price up to this blue line or even this blue line. Okay, let's look at H1 for our entries. So yeah, what we're looking for, guys, is price to retrace into this grey zone. Yeah, the grey zone's quite wide because we've got this low here and we've got these lows here. Okay, so we want price to retrace into this grey zone. We want to see a bullish candlestick pattern form. We can then enter the trade, take price back up to these last highs here, this 8,500 level, if we get a risk to reward of 1:1. Okay, if not, we'll have to let the trade run a bit before we get our 1:1. Close 80% and then leave 20% to run up to one of our higher time frame targets. Okay, so yeah, euro pound, we're looking to buy this market. Next one is this. This is the euro against the Canadian dollar, and we're also looking to buy this market. So euro strength is what I'm seeing today. All right, so yeah, we were long in this market a couple of days ago. So price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, didn't create a lower low, and then price shot back up and broke these highs. These last lows, when price did come back, these held. Yeah, it didn't break lower, we didn't have a lower low. Okay, and then ever since, price has been working its way back up. Okay, and we had this candle form yesterday, a very bullish candle. Yeah, the wick, this wick here, okay, it'd be perfect if there was no wick, but still a very bullish candle. Okay, so the idea is just to take price back up to these highs here. All right, so we're looking to buy this market, guys. Let's look at H1 for execution. So a couple of grey zones, guys. So price could retrace to this grey zone, which corresponds with these lows. All right, and then we want to see a bullish candlestick pattern form. We could then take price back up to these highs. Okay, as long as we get a risk to reward of 1:1, close 80% and then leave 20% to run. If that doesn't happen, guys, then price could retrace to this grey zone. All right, but again, we want to see the same. A bullish candlestick pattern, that's our trigger to enter. And then we can take price back up to these last highs, close 80%, leave 20% to run to one of our higher time frame targets. All right, so euro, Canadian dollar, we're buying this market. Next trade is this. This is the US dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay, so yeah, price was clearly in an upward structure. Yeah, didn't really give us higher highs, higher lows. It was just, yeah, difficult to get in on this trade. Okay, but this area here, this was the only low I could really pick out on the way up. Okay, so when price reacted at this level, yeah, it reacted here. So I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Price could have done this, okay? But instead, yeah, this zone, let me just draw it in again, yeah? This zone broke with this candle here, okay? So this still tells me there's some room to the downside. So all we're trying to do is take price back down to this psychological level of 9,600 here. Okay, guys, so we're shorting this market. Obviously, this is highly correlated with the euro US dollar. All right, so trade the one that gives you the best setup. Okay, but we're looking for shorts on this market. Let's look at H1. So what we want to see, guys, is price retrace up into this grey zone, okay, which corresponds with these lows over here. All right, and then we will see a bearish candlestick pattern form. That's our trigger to enter. Come down, close 80% of the trade at these last lows, and then leave 20% to run down to our blue line. All right, guys, so yeah, US Swiss franc, we're looking to short this market. The final trade today, okay, so is this is the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. So we are looking to short this market. So again, Swiss franc strength. And we were shorting this yesterday as well. All I've done now, guys, is slightly adjust our target, our blue line here. So price was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Price came crashing down, broke these lows, okay. And then yesterday, we also had another bearish candle form. So the idea is just to take price back down to this psychological level of 7,500. All right, so we're looking to short this market. Let's look at H1 to see where we can enter. So guys, yeah, we want price to come up into this grey zone. I mean, it already has, but again, yeah, I don't start trading until, you know, Europe and London opens. So we want to see price react in this grey zone. We want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. We can take price back down to these lows if we get a risk to reward of 1:1. If we don't, let price run down to where risk to reward is 1:1, close 80% of the trade, and then leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. All right, guys, so I'm out of breath. So many trades today. Yeah, 5 potential trades, guys. Yeah, I hope you've been, hope you take some of these trades. Let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis and want to receive it every single day, Monday to Friday, then please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, and smash that notification button. That way you'll receive an alert every single day, Monday to Friday. Okay, so news for today, Tuesday, the 24th of May. The first piece of, so nothing overnight, the first piece of news that we're interested in today at 8:30 GMT London time is the German manufacturing PMI. Okay, so this could move any euro pair. If we carry on down, an hour later at 9:30, we've got a slew of PMI data coming out of the UK, yeah, composite manufacturing and services. So these all together could really move any pound pair, guys, so must be aware of that. Again, guys, if we carry on down at 3 o'clock, coming out of the US, we've got new home sales, all right, so that could move any US dollar pair. And then to top the day off, we've got a couple of speakers. So at 5:20, we've got Fed Chair Powell, he's speaking. So when he speaks, the market listens. And at 7 o'clock, we have at the head of the ECB, Lagarde, speaking. So when these two speak, guys, they can really move, you know, the US dollar, the euro. Okay, so must be aware of that, guys. Okay, so yeah, that's the news for today. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful, amazing trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow.